So this video talking about, can you handle these things in the Philippines as a foreigner? Living deep in the province here, see all around me? It's jungle. That's where we're living right now, in the jungle of the Philippines. And while you're in the jungle, you have neighbors way in the distance. Some people are, they have neighbors right next to each other, so that's everywhere too. But here, our neighbors are way in the distance. And I don't know if you can hear it right now. I'll just be quiet for a second. I don't know if you can hear that, but with your human ear standing here, there's someone with a karaoke down there singing all day, all afternoon. And it happens most days. So I had a discussion with Filipino. She just walked in the house. I had a discussion with Filipino earlier. I said, what do you do? I said, you got your neighbors like that, and you're hearing them singing all the time. And her attitude is, you just sing along. It's amazing. She has such a good attitude. I'm like, it might get a little annoying after a while hearing it all the time, but as it is, it's a pretty big distance. Over this way as well, there's not this little place here, but over behind that, there's like a work camp of workers. They also at times have their karaoke going, and everybody's Elvis here. So I guess my point is, if you're coming as a foreigner, these are some of the things you have to, are you going to get used to it? Are you going to deal with it? Can you handle it? Or are you going to try to move, like maybe in some of these condos where I guess you won't hear that, So these are just things to think about. This is by no means a complaint video, but things, I guess, like an awareness video. And can you handle it if you're coming here as a foreigner? Can you actually handle that if you're going to come to the province area like this? This is like deep in the province area. That's just one thing. Then, of course, you got in the heat pretty much every day. The heat, very, very, very hot. I'd say 37 to 40 pretty much every day. And that's consistent. This is December when I'm recording this one. So, it's no Christmas weather. You get the same weather, 37 to 40 degrees, generally speaking. But I do love the evenings. The evenings are so, so, so nice. Oh my goodness. Even right now, it's just going to become evening within an hour or so. It'll be pitch dark here, I say. Even though it shows a lot brighter. And the evenings are just so, so nice, I think. Anyway, can you handle the heat? Can you handle the karaoke? So I just remembered my other point, because I was just talking to her and she reminded me of my other point indirectly. Because another thing that when you're in the province, especially in the province, I guess it could happen anywhere if you're a foreigner coming to the Philippines, but especially living like this in the province deep, you're around your Filipina and their family, which is nice, and especially nice to see them happy with their family. But you as a foreigner, unless you really learn the language, which a lot of us don't, it's lonely. Like earlier today, her and her brother were talking, having fun, laughing, and I was just sitting there looking at the window, staring at the trees. I'm thinking, don't know what the being said. Once in a while you might catch a few words if you're around here long enough and you just pick up on some words, but it can get kind of lonely. And I talk to her a lot. And another aspect of this loneliness is that she's always got something in her ear, and a lot of them do. And you're talking, and they're just not listening to you. Like just a few minutes ago, she said, I got a version of the Happy Birthday song. And I said, yeah, it was really good. I heard you when I was in the bathroom. And she said, you didn't send me a message. I said, yes, I did. I used my mouth and told you while I was in the bathroom. She could hear outside, but that's not what she's thinking. Communication, Facebook, message. So she didn't hear me speak to her, telling her it was a good job that she did. So can you handle that? These are things, can you handle as a foreigner if you want to live deep in the province, or maybe some of it applies to anywhere in the Philippines, I'm not sure. But these are real things, and can you handle it if you're coming to the province specifically as a foreigner? Very real. The music, very real thing that you'll probably have to listen to all the time. So either have the attitude of singing along, or just somehow block it out, or turn your music up louder. I don't know. Also, adjusting to how your Filipina communicates or don't communicate, which kind of spurs into another one of the language barrier, because I said we've both been saying lately. So I don't know. I think our language barrier is getting worse sometimes because oh my goodness, we have to repeat and repeat and repeat each other, and we're misunderstanding what the other one is saying. You got to love each other to get through this. You've got to love each other to get through this because you got to just like say, oh, no big deal, or just take your time, repeat it again, have lots of patience with each other. Real things living in the province as a foreigner. You really do have to think about it. So if you're like, oh, wow, I met this fantastic Filipina and she lives in the province, I think it'd be nice to live in the province because you can save a lot of money, which is all true. Trying to keep her both sick. So she's coughing. Sometimes I'm coughing. My voice is weird. Natural.
Sorry for that.
Natural. But anyway, you just got to be able to, how are you going to handle it? Can you put up with things to think about, I guess, for this video? Maybe we can do another video talking about all the pros. That's maybe some of the cons that could be cons, maybe not for you, but something to think about for sure. So many great things here too. Maybe next video.